Now in 2018, the regular season rounds, we had 7,020 points scored. 233 of them were scored by this season's leading point scorer. Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate from the Brisbane Broncos, Jermaine Asako. Congratulations, Jermaine. Unbelievable. What an exceptional rookie year that you've had. And I've been told by the people in the know at Red Hill, even on your days off, you can be found down at the training paddock, practicing your goal kicking, going through your skills. Where does that work ethic come from?
Obviously, like to sort of keep that practice going, even throughout the whole season and even in my off season. I know the more practice you do, the more it pays off, and that's definitely proven this year with the way I've been kicking. So.
Like, it's not just your skill either. It seems to be you've got the perfect temperament. In those big moments, you're not afraid to put your hand up and say, yeah, give me the ball, I'll get this done. So how do you mentally prepare for first grade at such early stage in your career?
Oh, like I said, like all the practice that you do, I think that all comes into play when you're on the field, and I just like to sort of visualise all that practice when I'm obviously playing, and definitely got to try to block out all that outside noise when you're going to take it. And I guess I was never really sort of a first string kicker growing up in any sort of sport that I played, whether it's rugby or rugby league, but I think to be a kicker, you've got to sort of have them attributes, and just grateful that it's come off the pace. So.
Well, big congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, to Jermaine Asako. Of course, he is nominated for Rookie of the Year as well a little bit later tonight. Congratulations, well done. All right, now please welcome to the stage an icon of rugby league, a man whose name is synonymous with head tape and 1980s footy. It is Wayne Junior Pearce. Hello, Junior. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us. Now, you were the inaugural winner of our next award. What was it that you were doing at that time that not many other players were able to do or hadn't really thought of?
Well, the award's the Ken Stephen Award, and it's for services to the community. And back when this was originally started back in 1988, there wasn't really many programs that clubs were running in the community. But I had and always have had a strong appetite for helping public schools. Being a public school kid, it's still a passion for me to support that sort of public education. So I was doing a fair bit in sort of schools when I had time back in those days. And like most of us, footy players that are here, we sort of do a fair bit with charities and stuff like that, and we did back then as well. So it's a lot more structured nowadays, but this particular award is for going over and above what the structured programs are that the clubs are running to doing something that shows a bit of a personal initiative.
Well, Wayne, you were a trailblazer back then, and you are with us tonight to present the 2018 Ken Stephen Medal. And it obviously, as you just outlined, it is an award to honour all the tireless and community work done in the rugby league community. So, Wayne, I'll let you take away.
Yeah, thanks, Von. And this award recognises the efforts of players on and off the field, as well in the way that they commit their time to various projects. These are the players that make a real difference and give of their time voluntarily to assist others and use their profile accordingly. So what I'd like to do is congratulate the winner of this year's Ken Stephen Award from the Gold Coast Titans, Ryan James.
Yeah, very honoured to get this. Being from the Gold Coast, we're very community-based, and it's just great to give back to where I'm from. We're in a privileged position right now to give back to, to kids and make a difference in someone's life, and I think it doesn't take too much to do that. And I've been lucky enough to grow up with some great role models in my life, like Prince is here tonight and Preston Campbell, and I've just been able to follow in their footsteps. So very honoured to win the medal tonight and hopefully continue the good work.
Yeah, big congratulations to Ryan James. They're definitely one of the good guys in the NRL, and a big thanks to P&O Cruises and Skills Road for their support in the Ken Stevens medal. Okay, that's it for our first segment this evening. We're going to take a very short break, and feel free to mingle and get up and move about and maybe have a bit of a whisper about who will take home the remainder of tonight's awards. It's also a great time if you want to jump onto Instagram or Twitter or any sort of form of social media and get your pics out there. Use the hashtag DallyM or at Fox NRL. All right, we'll be back very, very shortly to begin our Fox League telecast. So be sure to be back in your seats. Vossi already read you the riot act. You have to be back in your seats by 8:25. We'll be going live from 8:30. We'll see you very shortly.
ladies and gentlemen.
Start.
Ladies and gentlemen, kindly take your seats and put them on the chairs, please.
This is live. Now, don't you look good?
Dally-M medalist, come on.
On that note, let's take a look at the nominees. There's no doubt these kids are great athletes.
And the winner of the Coach of the Year,
Dally-M Rookie of the Year.
Peter Falingos Memorial Award is
Dally-M Team of the Year.
Make the place go. Don't worry about nothing. Make the place go.
Kindly take your seats.
4, 3,
Kindly take your seats.
1.
Clock stops. That's how you finish it.
Welcome to a stunning circular quay evening here on Sydney's Harbour and to a highlight of the National Rugby League year, the 2018 Dally-M medal. This year's competition has been one of the tightest in the history of the game, and many are predicting that the counting for tonight's best and fairest will be just as close. So as we get ready for Sunday's grand final, let this be just one more hit of drama in a season that's already given us jaw-dropping moments and everlasting memories.
The greatest, Muhammad Ali, once said, "The man with no imagination has no wings," which combines with a whole lot of other things to make our very own JT look pretty cool. Jonathan Thurston has won a record 4 Dally-M Player of the Year awards. And tonight, he's back on centre stage to say farewell to an on-field career which will one day surely be immortalised.
Thurston kicks the Cowboys into history.
To do the impossible, JT could somehow see the invisible, a God-given gift, a blessing only the champions receive.
It is all JT.
You'll see it in Tommy Turbo's pickup against these Tigers.
Oh!
In the magical way two Raiders combine to become one, Leipana.
That's a special.
It shadows Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, RTS,
Blink and he's gone.
and runs with Philip Sammy.
Oh!
It scares the life out of everyone in the path of this giant panther, Viliame Kikau.
He's got it again. Unbelievable.
You'll see it in Munster's control, in Mitchell's busts,
Latrell Mitchell.
Cook's darts from dummy half,
Oh, Damien Cook. It's a miracle man.
in Cronk's precision, and DCE's golden touches.
Off the left foot if you don't mind.
It's there in Coach Bellamy's 400 games. And yes, in Bennett's record 800. And just who is Kalen Ponga anyway?
Big step. Kalen Ponga.
At day's end, it's true, and it always will be. How only he, who can see the invisible, can do the impossible. Like the late Steve Rogers, the great Ray Price, Terry Lamb, Greg Alexander, the magician Gavin Miller, Ricky Stewart, Alan Alfie Langer, Andrew Joey Johns. So here we go. Welcome to the 2018 Dally-M Awards, where the greatest players come on a wing and a prayer. Welcome to a beautiful night for the greatest game of all. And welcome also to your hosts for this evening, Hannah Hollis, Lara Pitt, Jessica Yates and Yvonne Sampson.
Well, a very good evening. It is so wonderful to be here in this amazing location to celebrate our great game, and in particular, the athletes that ensure that we have one of the finest, most dramatic sporting competitions in the world, and in grand final week, there has certainly been no shortage of drama.
Exactly right, Bonnie. Tonight we celebrate the outstanding individual performances, culminating with the Team of the Year. And of course, the highest individual honour in the game, the Dally M Player of the Year. To the players here tonight from our grand final teams, the Roosters and the Storm, congratulations. In some ways, the most successful team in recent history against a team that has been part of rugby league since its inception. The Storm and the Roosters, good luck.
Now, as we heard in the opener, at day's end, only he who can see the invisible can do the impossible. Two men who have made a career out of making the impossible look easy, modern-day marvels of rugby league, and who knows, maybe one day their names will be immortalised. Please welcome Jonathan Thurston and Billy Slater. Gentlemen, welcome. What a way to start tonight. Jonathan, we'll begin with you. It's been a fortnight since we've had that incredible outpouring of respect and farewell, one of the greatest goodbyes rugby league has ever seen. So, 2 weeks retired. Any advice to the man standing beside you?
Keep playing. No, it's, yeah, like you mentioned, it's the end of the season was very humbling with the amount of respect and support that was shown. But, yeah, it's going to be busy when you do retire, man.
Well, he's already been busy. He's had an amazing 24 hours, Bill. After 16 seasons, the pair of you winning everything that there is on offer in rugby league. Billy, do you remember the first time that you laid eyes on JT?
Yeah, the first time we played alongside.
It is a love story.
Good too. I was looking good.
We played the 2005 State of Origin series alongside each other, and I suppose, apart from the laugh, I just remember it was evident that back then that he was going to have some special moments at State of Origin level, just from what he showed in his debut season at State of Origin, yeah.
JT, we call Billy the greatest ever. How will you remember him?
Yeah, one of the greatest ever, that's for sure. What he's been able to do on the field is remarkable, especially coming back from the 2 shoulder surgeries that he's had, being through that myself, and understanding what he's been through personally to come back, win a grand final, Clive Churchill medal, speaks volumes of the character that he is.
Now, 35 years ago, you two scallywags were born in Queensland, about an hour up the road from one another, and rugby league would never be the same in such a marvellous way. But if we go back to your rookie years, what advice, and I'll get an answer off both of you, what advice would you give to a debutant JT and a very green Billy Slater?
A very green I was. Look, I think you've got to learn from your peers and your mentors, but at the same time, you've got to do it your way. You've got to look at the attributes that you have and make sure that you become the player that you want to become.
What he said. No, I think, certainly looking those around you, learning off your peers, especially the older blokes. When I first come through, had some great mentors at the Bulldogs, so they certainly showed me the way, showed me what it was like to train professionally, be a professional athlete, and it certainly helped me with my game.
Well, tonight, gentlemen, we have the pleasure of announcing the 2018 Dally M Rookie of the Year. Only 2 men have been named the best rookie and then gone on to be crowned the Dally M Player of the Year, that being Greg Alexander and Jared Haynes. So with so many brilliant young players in the NRL, it was a challenge to pick only 4. But the 2018 Rookie of the Year nominees are...
Reece Martin, Canterbury Bulldogs.
He comes back. Reece Martin, barely minutes into his debut, scores for the Bulldogs.
Jermaine Asako, Brisbane Broncos.
Asako is there as well. Jermaine Asako. I know he didn't make his debut this year, but he's been one of the discoveries of the season.
Jesse Ramian, Cronulla Sharks.
Now the footwork. Back inside he goes. Jesse Ramian. An individual effort to save him.
Jesse Ramian has been outstanding.
Alexander Brimson, Gold Coast Titans.
Still, the ball is away. Brimson, kick, chase, pick up. It is all brilliant from AJ.
That's a great try.
The winner of the 2018 Dally M Rookie of the Year is Jermaine Asako.
Look, there's not too many words I can say other than truly humbled to have received this award. I'd like to firstly acknowledge my Heavenly Father and Saviour for just His guidance upon this year. Such an incredible rookie season for me, and I'm grateful for all the opportunities that He's given me this year. Definitely wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for Him, and I'd just like to thank my teammates at the Bronx, the coaching staff, the performance staff, and just everyone else at the club who's given me their support throughout the season. Definitely wouldn't be there if it wasn't for them either. And just a special mention to my mum and dad at home who are probably watching. I love yous. The share was for you guys. I'd also just like to acknowledge my partner, Abby, for all her support this year. She's been there from day one, and I just want to thank you for all you've done for me. But yeah, truly humbled. Thank you.
That award presented by Kevin Moore. Big congratulations to Jermaine Asako. Perhaps one day he'll join Greg Alexander and Jared Hayne as a rookie that's gone on to become the game's best, a Dally M Player of the Year. Okay, let's move now to the 2018 Dally M count. And charged with that responsibility, Jess Yates and the 13th immortal, Mal Meninga.
Indeed, one man who knows more than most about winning is alongside me. It is a very good evening to you, Mal Meninga,
Yes.
on the most special night on the Rugby League calendar.
It is, yeah. It's named after one of our greatest ever players, Dally Messenger, and the courage and commitment. Without his courage and commitment, the game wouldn't be what it is today. So it's a great honour for all players, obviously, to be here and be nominated, and obviously it's a great occasion for the team of the year as well.
It certainly is. So, to the count for the 2018 Dally M Player of the Year. Now, in each match, an expert judge awards 3, 2 or 1 votes to the players they deem as being the top performers on the field. If a player is suspended, he loses 3 points. If a player is suspended twice, he becomes ineligible to win the Dally M medal. All the decisions from the judges are final. At the end of 12 rounds, when voting went silent, this is how the leaderboard stood. So James Maloney out in front on 17 votes, but Tigers halfback Luke Brooks, Andrew Fafita and Kalen Ponga only 1 vote behind. Let's take a look at what unfolded in round 13 through to round 16.
Big Jason Taumalolo carts the ball a staggering 264 metres to lead the Cowboys to a powerful win over the Sea Eagles. Kalen Ponga dominates for the Knights in a 30-4 win over the Eels. Nathan Cleary nails a field goal in the dying moments to sink the Raiders 23-22. And David Fusatua's hat-trick against the Sea Eagles takes him to top try scorer. Josh Adokar replies with a double against the Knights, with Blake Ferguson scoring doubles in consecutive rounds.
Absolutely brilliant. He's their top try scorer.
The brilliant Val Holmes scores his 7th try in 4 games.
They won't catch Valentine.
Robert Jennings bags 4 in the Rabbitohs' big win over the Eels. Josh Hodgson returns for the Raiders against the West Tigers, setting up 3 tries.
The return of the Englishman has been so significant.
Against the Roosters, Cameron Smith becomes the second player to pass 2,300 points, sealing a 9-8 win with this field goal.
It's over and he's kicked it! Cameron Smith!
And the Bulldogs belt the Knights, who lose Kalen Ponga to a hamstring injury.
fantastic performances there by some big name players that will surely affect the leaderboard. Over to you, Mal Meningo.
Thanks, Jess. Round 13. Jason Tamalolo, 3 votes. Kalen Ponga, 3 votes. Round 14. Kalen Ponga, 1 vote. Round 15. Isaac Luke, 3 votes. Jason Tamalolo, 2 votes. Ash Taylor, 2 votes. Gareth Widdop, 3 votes. Kalen Ponga, 2 votes. And Luke Brooks, 1 vote. Round 16. Roger Tuivasa Sheck, 3 votes. Ash Taylor, 3 votes. And Jai Arrow, 2 votes.
So let's take a closer look at where things stand after round 16. Superstar Knights fullback Kalen Ponga with a 5-point lead over Gareth Widdop, James Maloney and Luke Brooks. Potentially a few nerves as the leaderboard takes shape. Now, I'm yet to see Kalen Ponga too rattled by much. Mel, I'm sure you agree with me there.
Right.
Yep, well, let's see. Hannah Hollis is with one of the top contenders.
Kalen Ponga, we have a new leader after round 16. Tell me, are you tense? Are you nervous? Are you anxious? Are you anything?
It's only early, like it's only round 16, so a lot of players sort of hit form back into the season, and obviously those players carried on into the finals, so yeah, it's pretty exciting.
But Kalen, it says a lot about a player when you poll so many votes when your team isn't winning. The night is still young, so how do you see the rest of the count unfolding?
Yeah, like I said, obviously the players that hit form late in the season, those were sort of the players that carried on into the finals, and I think you'll see that they'll grab some pretty important points or high points. So yeah, it's exciting. Who knows who's going to win?
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Well, if anyone could orchestrate a comeback in 2018, it was this guy, James Maloney, fallen off the top of the leaderboard now, trailing by 5 points. Have you got one more comeback left in you in the Dally M race?
No, I think I'll probably finish on 17, so yeah, I'm just here for the party.
So is it 1 red wine per round from here on in?
Yeah, let's go with that, see how we go.
In all seriousness though, you were a big part in getting the Panthers to finish 5th. How do you describe the form you had at the back end of the year?
Yeah, look, probably a little bit disappointed, probably a little bit busted in a few instances and a little bit down, so yeah, rest the body up now, got a good break and yeah, look out 2019.
All right, well, all the best in the Dally M race. Enjoy the red wine.
Too easy, thank you.
He's one of a kind. Thank you very much, Lara and James Maloney. We'll return to the count shortly, but for now, as a proud Queenslander, it's an absolute privilege to be standing alongside the Queensland State of Origin coach, Kevin Walters. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome him to the stage.
Thanks, Bonnie. Where's my phone book?
Sorry, I'll squat down a little bit. I'm cheating. I've got high heels on. Kevy, Coach of the Year, that's going to be our next award. You are the best man to explain to us what makes a great coach.
Well, I don't know if I'm the best man to explain that, Bonnie. There's plenty of great coaches out there, but look, I think character's a big thing with coaching more than anything else. So many different players in your group with different personalities, and I think the ability to adapt to those with those personalities and get the best out of them, I think that's a true sign of a great coach. And there's so many great coaches in the NRL. You know, I love this time of the year. It's a fantastic time for everyone. Particularly like to especially wish the Storm and the Roosters the best of luck on Sunday. Like everyone in the room, I can't wait for Sunday, and there's going to be a winning coach there as well, which is very exciting for whoever that person's going to be.
I can't wait, Kevy. All right, the nominees for the 2018 Dally M Coach of the Year are...
Stephen Kearney, New Zealand Warriors. Anthony Seibold, South Sydney Rabbitohs. Craig Bellamy, Melbourne Storm. Trent Robinson, Sydney Roosters.
It's up to me. The Dally M Coach of the Year for 2018 is Anthony Seibold. Well done, mate.
Thanks. Really humbling to receive it from you, Kevy. Just want to thank Shane Richardson, Blake Solly, Russell Crowe, Nick Pappas and all the board at the Rabbitohs for giving me the opportunity this year. It's been a dream of mine to coach a first grade side, so I thank you very much for that. Most importantly, I want to thank the players. The commitment that they've shown to improve this year was outstanding in a lot of ways, and it was a real pleasure to go into work every day. I particularly want to pay credit to our three leaders, Greg Inglis, John Sutton, and also Sam Burgess. Tremendous help to me in my first year as a head coach. So I want to thank those three guys in particular. The coaching staff, led by David Ferner, Willie Peters, and also Peter Gentle, tremendous help to me. Again, some experience there, to help me this season. And last but not least, Holly, my wife, and the three girls at home. So thanks very much.
Big congratulations there to Anthony Seibold, and of course, well done on such a magnificent season this year. All right, Kevy, you're not done yet. Our next award will be the Captain of the Year. Now, you're not just an Origin winning coach, you're also a premiership winning captain. Take us back about 18 years ago to the year 2000, and the Broncos dusted the Roosters in a grand final. What do you remember of that day?
Oh, look, that was a great moment for me personally. First time I'd actually captained the Broncos. Alfie Langer had left to England the year before, so I got the privilege of captaining the great club of the Broncos are, and certainly I bumped into Wendell Saylor earlier tonight. Wendell's got the hat on and the umbrella, if you haven't noticed him around anywhere. I remember him and Lottie Takiri, two great wingers through that era, just big wingers. I remember them all day just bringing the ball back into the Roosters' defence, and we ended up sneaking away with the win. It was a great victory for the Broncos, and the Roosters put up one hell of a fight, but we just had a little bit too much from them in the end, which was a great win.
And the year Shane Webke carried a broken arm into the decider, famously.
He did. He was. He came in to remember. He came in to see me before the game or the day before and said, "I don't know if I can play in this game," and he was sweating profusely as Shane did. He looked a little bit nervous, a little bit on edge, and I said, "Well, why don't you go and see Wayne Bennett? He'll sort you out. He knows all about this stuff." So he went and saw Wayne, and I said, "How'd you go with Wayne?" He said, "Oh, I'm even more frightened now." He said, "I'm playing. I'm into it." And if you see any of the footage from that game, he was virtually carrying himself, but just his pure presence that day, he was such a leader of the Broncos, and just him being around and on the field and doing what he did best, Shane, which was running hard and tackling blokes, was a great moment for him and certainly carried us home in the day. So it was a great day for everyone involved at the Broncos that day.
A wonderful moment in time, and also a similar storyline unfolding for the Roosters this Sunday with Cooper Cronk. All right, the 2018 Captain of the Year nominees are...
Who do you have?
Boyd Cordner, Sydney Roosters.
Drifting left to Desco, beautiful for Cordner.
Boyd Cordner, the New South Wales captain.
Boyd Cordner scores his third try of the year, and he has now scored against every club.
Greg Inglis, South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Greg Inglis, a superstar leading out South Sydney.
GI is away, over halfway. Greg Inglis, the Rugby League Rolls Royce.
There it is.
Cameron Smith, Melbourne Storm.
Now Smith will have a shot at them. It's over and he's kicked it. Cameron Smith, the skipper, stands up and says, "Give it to me."
Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, New Zealand Warriors.
Great from Tuivasa-Sheck. Who comes towards Morgan and steps straight past him. Rockin' Roger. Blink and he's gone. And he was gone and then some.
And the 2018 Dally M Captain of the Year. Some great captains there, of course, but this guy sits above everyone. It's Cameron Smith. on you, Cameron. Well done, brother.
Yeah, thanks, Kev.
No worries, Cameron.
It's obviously a great honour to receive the award. Congratulations to Boyd, Greg, and also Roger for the nomination as well. As I said, this is a huge honour, but I think a bigger honour is the opportunity to lead out such a great group of young men at the Melbourne Storm. We've got a little bit of a mix at the moment between a lot of youth, some guys that have been there for 5 or 6 years, and some of the older boys like Billy and I. But it is a huge honour to be able to lead those guys around. It's very little fuss for myself as a skipper. They're all very hard workers, committed to their time at the club. And really all I have to do is flip the coin and run them out first. So thank you very much to all of my teammates. Thank you very much to the coaches in the club. And lastly, thank you to my beautiful wife, Barb, and 3 beautiful children. Thank you.
A big congratulations to Cameron Smith there. He has an unbelievable leadership style and, of course, will be steering the Storm around on Sunday as they look to become the first side in 25 years to go back-to-back in the NRL Premiership. Okay, we have time to take a little break, but we acknowledge the 2018 Ken Stephen Medal winner. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, to Ryan James from the Gold Coast Titans. The Ken Stephen Medal recognises the efforts of a player for his on-field achievements as well as committing time off the field to community projects, and these are the players that make such a difference. Okay, after the break, get ready because Sam Thaiday takes centre stage. You are watching the 2018 Dally M Awards live from Sydney's Harbour Foreshore.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Unique New York, unique New York. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. No, that sounds bad. Good evening. Good evening. And I reckon I'll put something in funny then about JT, that he's retiring. And what about Paul Gallen too, probably. And then say something like, my feet are killing me, I don't know how these girls are feeling. Or I could do the one about the paper, but that's a bit of a terrible joke. You get it?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would take your seats.
You're watching the 2018 Dally M Awards live from Sydney's Harbour foreshore. Please welcome one of the great characters of rugby league, Sam Thaiday.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sam Thaiday, former Broncos, former Maroons, former Kangaroo, and currently unemployed. They have asked me here tonight to talk about the many wonderful rugby league players that we have that are retiring from our game this year. I have a lot to say, but unfortunately I don't have a lot of time. Wayne Bennett is holding another awards night / barbecue at his house, so I better get over there. Tonight we celebrate... before we start, can we get some clean glasses over to the Bulldogs table, please? They're absolutely filthy. I don't know what's in them. Anyway, sorry about that. Tonight we celebrate one of the greatest retiring classes we've ever seen. Future immortals, 300 gamers, premiership heroes. There is a lot. And there is a lot of great talent there. So I want to read their names out now. Applaud the loudest for the guy you love the most. Here is our retiring class of 2018. Bo Scott, Frank Paul Nuasala, Luke Lewis, Chris Hyington, Jacob the Bull Lillyman, Simon Mannering, Jonathan Thurston, Antonio Winterstein, Ryan Simpkins, Ryan Hoffman, Peter Wallace, Jonathan Wright, Sam Thaiday, Kirasoni Arvao, Billy Slater, Jason Nightingale, Brenton Lawrence, Tim Brown, and Paul Gallen. Sorry? Paul Gallen? He's not retiring. He signed a 6-year deal. Okay. Good luck to the Sharks bookkeeper. Do they even have one? Who knows? Okay, we'll put Gal aside. It's an amazing group of players that are finishing up. It is a great list. And their stats are remarkable. 3,812 games, 19 premiership wins, 4 Clive Churchill medalists, 5. I think Billy's already been named. He's already won it. 3 Dally M Players of the Year medals, and 1 hell of a dancer. No need for dessert, that's a lot of jelly right there. Can I make a quick side note here? Personally, I agree with Greg Alexander. I think Jonathan Thurston did play a year too long, or a year too short, however you want to put it. I just wish he didn't retire the same year I did. Now, JT, he got all the big retirement presents, and I got nothing. I'm being selfish, yeah. JT got a testimonial match. I didn't. Seriously. He's like the richest guy in rugby league, and we're giving him more money. JT got a lunch at a 3-hat restaurant. I like to eat. I had to organise my own tribute lunch at Sizzler. Great cheese bread, though. Every NRL club brought JT a going-away present, and I didn't get one. Now I've asked JT to bring those presents here tonight, just so we can clear them with the integrity unit. Make sure it's all salary cap, above the board type of stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, the Newcastle Knights, thank you, Newcastle. You gave him a beautiful jersey. He's going to wash his Bentley with this now. He's rich. The Gold Coast Titans also gave him a jersey too. Well done. Thank you, Gold Coast Titans. Great one. Oh, they won't need this one next year anyway. The Roosters. Oh, this is cute, Roosters. Tiffany cufflinks. That's really, really nice. The Melbourne Storm. A ball in a glass case and a boat. Thank you. And the Rabbitohs sent him a really, really nice video message. So thank you, Rabbitohs. We appreciate that. Okay. JT has also written a biography, the same year I released my book. My book is called Tries, Lies and Meat Pies. It's available at all good bookstores. You can buy it at the airport too, so if anyone's flying home tomorrow, maybe pop in and buy it. I've got 2 kids, school fees. Thank you. JT also has a 4th kid on the way. Good luck with that. It is a great read though, JT. Do you even know what autobiography means or biography means? Your ghostwriter's done a fantastic job though. I think if we've got a little snippet of it here. Great book. Hilarious book. Yeah. Then we won the footy. Great book. Good one, JT. Love it. To finish tonight, I have personally edited a package to pay tribute to the finishing players, not just Jonathan Thurston. We love you, but just not you. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your night.
Sam Friday, it's all about sending him off. What a player he has been for the Broncos as well, over 300 games.
And what a person, Kevy. Now, McCrop goes to Friday. They're going to make it. Friday, Kevin score. Slater, he loses the ball. Thurston. Oh, big tackle. Couldn't hang on to it. Sam Friday. Oh, he's almost run right out the top. And knocked on by Mallory. Underneath, Hoffman losing it. And Sam slams it down. Lewis is there. The call is no try. The Brisbane Broncos, the 2006 Telstra Premiership champions.
Sam Vardy, one of the true characters of our sport. Ladies and gentlemen, farewelling some of the game's greats the only way he knows how. Sam Vardy.
Thank you, Vonnie. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. But it is with great humility that I now invite another 300-plus game player, Nathan Hindmarsh. Hello, Hindy.
Hello, Vonnie.
As a newly inducted Eels Hall of Famer, congratulations on that. Dally M night was really your night to shine. You were 5 times the second rower of the year, named the International Forward of the Year. What do those honours mean for you now?
Can I be honest?
You always are.
Well, the grand final jokes, the fat jokes, all that stuff prior means absolutely nothing now. So it is a hard slog dealing with what I deal with week in, week out. But no, honestly, those awards, they're great to have received. There's something you don't think about during the season. Obviously, the blokes in here will think the same way. But when you do receive them, they are nice to get.
Well, you are also a 5-time winner of our next award.
Yes, that's what we're here for, the Proven Summons Award. So Proven Summons Awards is voted by the fans as who they believe is the best player for the 2018 season. So let's take a look at some of the nominees.
Damien Cook, South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Cook jumps out, last play, straight through a gap. Give him the jumper now. He is the New South Wales hooker.
Jonathan Thurston, North Queensland Cowboys.
And that is all she wrote. The career of Jonathan Thurston comes to an end. On behalf of League fans, thank you.
Kalen Ponga, Newcastle Knights.
Ponga, Kalen Ponga! Oh, this kid has such a bright future. That's mine tingling.
Latrell Mitchell, Sydney Roosters.
Mitchell, still going, Latrell Mitchell. He plants it down. He carved them open very, very easily.
Valentine Holmes, Cronulla Sharks.
Holmes, Valentine! They won't catch Valentine Holmes. Headed for home in a hurry.
And the winner of the 2018 Proven Summons Award is champion player Damien Cook.
Firstly, very honoured to receive this award, and I have to thank all the fans of the game for for voting me as the player this year. It was just an honour to be mentioned amongst those names there, the nominees. Obviously the fans, what make our great game, and the support, especially from my club, the South Sydney Rabbitohs, has been unbelievable. So good luck to everyone the rest of the night. And I'll quick mention to my family as well. I'm sure they, especially my partner Courtney down there, they probably made a few fake email accounts to get the votes through across the line. So thank you very much. Thanks, guys.
Well, congratulations to Damien Cook, a deserved winner of the Proven Summons Award. Now, Mal Meninga, as we edge closer to crowning the 2018 Dally M medalist, let's check in with the leaderboard after 16 rounds. So, Knights fullback Kalen Ponga, 5 votes ahead of Gareth Widdop, Maloney and Brooks. Let's recap the action from round 17 to 20.
"24 points from Bulldog Reece Martin isn't enough to hold off these fast-finishing Raiders, led by Joseph Leilua.
Unbelievable, Canberra have got out of jail here.
Some homecoming as Matt Moylan takes apart the Panthers, with Andrew Fafita getting the cranks in the tunnel and Caleb Aikens running 277 metres, the most by a first gamer in 20 years. Mitchell Pearce returns from a pec injury to lead the Knights home over the Eels. Damien Cook excels against the Bulldogs, and you'll enjoy this. Adam Reynolds on the end of a contender for try of the season.
Now Crichton hits the support player. Adam Reynolds races away. A great show at Sydney Olympic Park.
JT and his Cowboys don't like the cold in Canberra. Michael Oldfield bagging a hat-trick.
And that might be the ball game for the Raiders.
And Roger Tuivasa-Sheck's Warriors hit top gear, breaking the Broncos on a Sunday arvo at Suncorp.
Carter has a double.
Gareth Widdop plays his first game with that hair. The Tigers, too good. All 3 debutants score for the Roosters up on the Gold Coast. And a flag takes some of the shine off impressive displays by Valentine Holmes and Joseph Leilua. The Raiders losing yet another tight game. Wayne Bennett notches his 500th career win. Tavita Pangai Jr. creating havoc against the Panthers.
The strength of Pangai is incredible.
John Sutton becomes the first Rabbitoh to play 300 games, but the Tigers still win to keep their finals hopes flickering. Going top of the ladder for the first time in 2018, the Storm snatch victory against the Warriors. A flying Ferguson scores another double, but Latrell Mitchell steals the show with 24 points, the most by a Rooster since 1983. That's 14 years before the big kid was born. After missing 2 games, Kalen Ponga returns for the Knights, but the old firm of Thurston and Cooper proved too strong.
Thurston, back in for Martin, pass to Cooper, Cooper's gone over.
And Cameron Munster has a night out against the Raiders.
Gee, that was some performance by Cameron Munster there in Melbourne. Mal, take us through the votes from round 17 to 20.
Okay, thanks, Jess. Round 17, there were no players in the top 10 that received votes. Okay, so we'll go to round 18. Makes sense to me.
Yep, good idea.
So Isaac Luke, 3 votes. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, 2 votes. Mitchell Pearce, 3 votes. And Damien Cook, 3 votes. So we go into round 19. Andrew Fafita, 1 vote. One clap. Luke Brooks, 3 votes. Jason Tamalolo, 1 vote. Mitchell Pearce, 3 votes. And Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, 2 votes. And we've got round 20, Kalen Ponga, 2 votes. And Jason Tamalolo, 1 vote.
Wow. How's the suspense? So after 20 rounds of this NRL season, the leaderboard looks like this. Kalen Ponga on top with a 4-point lead from Tigers halfback Luke Brooks. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck looming in third on 19. We're back to the count shortly, but please welcome the Chief Executive Officer of the National Rugby League, Mr. Todd Greenberg.
Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the 2018 Dally M Awards. On behalf of our chairman, Peter Beattie, and the entire Australian Rugby League Commission, we extend a very warm welcome tonight and thank you for your support throughout 2018. A couple of special acknowledgements to all of our immortals, our Hall of Famers, our former Dally M winners, as well as members of the 300 Club. Welcome. To representatives from both federal and state governments, including, of course, the Prime Minister, the Honourable Scott Morrison, thank you for joining us tonight. Our broadcast partners at Foxtel, Fox Sports and Channel 9, and our partners from News, thank you. Our premiership partners and long-term supporters, Telstra, as well as all of the game's corporate partners, and members, of course, of all of our clubs and state leagues. As always, this is such a very special night for the game, a night where we honour the very best of the best in rugby league. And as many of you will know, in recent times as a game, we've strived to acknowledge and celebrate our heroes, whether they're from 1908 or 2018. Last month, we honoured our pioneers and our past champions through Immortals and our Hall of Fame announcement. And tonight, we dip our hat to our current stars. This is a night where we celebrate the incredible feats of our players, and we will certainly do that this evening. But there is one very special acknowledgement from the past that I would like to make before we celebrate the class of 2018. As many of you will know, the Dally M Award is officially documented in the annals of the game to have commenced in 1980. But what's known, a lesser known fact, is the culmination of the 1979 season. Sydney's Daily Mirror newspaper conducted a Player of the Year competition, which they named the Dally M Medal. That medal was awarded to St George Flyer Steve Morris, but the great slippery has never been recognised since. And tonight, we will record this and rectify this. Tonight, our records will be updated to show that the very first Dally M medal was awarded to Steve Morris. And I'm pleased to say that Steve's in the room tonight. And I'd like to tell you that our Australian Rugby League Chairman, Peter Beattie, will now present Steve with a very special Dally M medal to commemorate this occasion. I know Steve has his original medal with him, but congratulations to Steve Morris, our 1979 winner of the Dally M medal. And so the focus now turns to our present-day heroes. You are the very reason we have seen crowds, ratings and memberships all increase this year. You've played such a key role in the rise in our participation numbers because young girls and boys want to be just like you. This is a night for you, our stars, our captains, our men, our women, our representatives and our rookies, as well, of course, as our coaches. We now have 13 Immortals and 106 Hall of Famers. There are so many in the current crop of superstars who'll be spoken about as joining these groups. This year, we've witnessed some incredible players finish their illustrious careers. Thurston, Slater, Thaiday, Lewis. But this game replenishes like no other. Latrell Mitchell, Cameron Munster, Kalen Ponga. These are some of the names we are already starting to marvel at. And throw in Brigginshaw, Sergis, Rota, who'll be household names in the years to come with the commencement of our first ever women's premiership competition. To all of our players, be proud of what you've achieved tonight and over the course of this wonderful premiership season. Enjoy this night and set yourselves up for the bright future which you have helped create. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Todd. Well, for the very first time tonight, we will award the Ken Irvine Medalist to the top try scorer at the end of the regular season. A wonderful way to honour one of the most athletic men to have ever played our game. So that award is coming up shortly, as we will also continue the countdown to the 2018 Dally M Medalist.
And Lara, tonight we also remember the rugby league identities that we've lost in the last year. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mabel Nullival.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me, yes. If the sky that we look upon should crumble and fall, and the mountains would crumble to the sea, yes. I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand by me? Stand by me. Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh,
Welcome back to Sydney's Harbour Foreshore and the 2018 Dally M Awards live on Fox League. Please welcome from News Corp and the Daily Telegraph's head of sport, Tim Morrison.
The Daily Telegraph is part of the tight-knit News Corp family. Like all families, long on history and tradition, we have leaders past that we fondly remember, look up to and honour from time to time. Leaders like the late great Peter Frilingos. Peter Chippy Frilingos. He wrote the back page lead story day after day after day, year after year. And he could make rival sports writers across town choke on their cornflakes. If you weren't in his contract book, you never raised a ripple in rugby league. And yes, he could give a serve when he was called for. And he was a weight for age stirrer. Chippy was also an entertainer, as loved as he was respected. And when he had a heart attack and died in News's Holt Street building, I remember grown men crying. Each year at the Dally M's, we celebrate Peter Frilingos' headline moment. The 2018 winner is the inaugural Women's State of Origin match, an almighty 80 minutes that changed rugby league for women forever. It was fantastic, and Chippy would be suitably impressed. Congratulations, both teams.
Congratulations, Sam Bremner, the Peter Frilingos Memorial Award for the headline moment of the year. Of all the rugby league headlines that we've been treated to over 2018, that fateful night at North Sydney Oval, televised, the official State of Origin match takes the cake. What was it like being part of that moment?
I guess I'm speaking on behalf of all the girls that played there that night and all the coaching staff. It was definitely up there with the most significant career highlights we've all had. It wasn't just the great game of Origin that we played against each other. It was the atmosphere and the amount of people that came to support us. To be honest, we didn't actually realise that many people watched our game, so we were very excited about that. And then to top it off, the way that the NRL and New South Wales and Queensland Rugby League supported us, and after the game, to see so many young boys and girls and supporters run out onto the field, and that's what rugby league's all about, and it was amazing to be a part of that.
2018 has been a watershed moment for women's rugby league. You've championed the game for so long now, so how proud are you to see the dizzying heights that it's achieved this year?
I guess I'm a part of it all, and it's hard for me to even keep up, and I guess this has happened in such a short time. I'm just really excited to sit back and sort of enjoy it all and see what's to come in the near future.
Right, thanks, Sammy, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Do I get to keep this one?
I'm not sure.
I don't have to give it to someone. I'll claim it. Thank you.
Yeah, Sammy, you can definitely hang on to that one. What an unforgettable night it was at North Sydney Oval. And congratulations to both the Women's State of Origin sides, but also to the National Rugby League. That was a landmark moment for the sport. Okay, from March to September, 16 teams compete in the National Rugby League. 25 rounds, 24 matches per team. In 2018, there were 7,820 points scored, 1,280 tries, and they were scored by 313 different players. Tonight, for the very first time ever, we acknowledge the season's top try scorer in honour of a player who could truly run like the wind.
Ken Irvine, the purest athlete our game has ever seen. He built a 16-year career on scorching speed and even held a world record for the 100-yard dash. Irvine's magical footwork and an unrivalled ability to find the try line cemented his place in the Hall of Fame. 212 tries in 236 games. 212 tries, the most in premiership history, and a record which may never be broken. 7 times he scored 4 tries in a game, 9 hat-tricks, and scoring doubles was second nature to Ken Irvine. He did it 34 times. Tonight, we present the first ever Ken Irvine medal, awarded to the top try scorer of this National Rugby League season.
And we are privileged to have a representative of Ken Irvine's family here with us. Ken's nephew Michael to present David Fusatua Warriors winger with the very first Ken Irvine medal, our top try scorer for season 2018. David Fusatua with 22 tries in 22 games. Congratulations, David. You've just seen up there the standing in the game that Ken Irvine holds. So what does it mean to you now to wear this medal for the very first time, the very first recipient of this award?
Yeah, I'm really truly humbled. Just like I said, he scored over 200 tries and there's really amazing feats. So I'm really grateful to be the first recipient of this award.
2 hat-tricks this year to you, 5 doubles. Of all the tries you scored this season, can you pick one that stands out from all the rest, and why was it special?
I scored a try in round 26 in our last game, and it was a really big day for our club, and in particular one man, Simon Mannering, playing his 300th game. So I was just really happy to have played a small part of making a memorable one for him.
You never over-celebrated, though, when you scored a try. Why are you such a measured man when you cross that white line?
I think most of the time I'm actually not sure if I got the ball down or if I stepped on the line. And I don't want to kind of look like an egg if I celebrated and went upstairs and there was just no try. So I'm kind of just trying to wait, see what the video refs say, and then celebrate after that.
Well, you got it down 22 times. You did your fans, your club, your team, your captain proud. Congratulations, David Fusatua, our very first Ken Irvine medalist.
Thank you very much.
22 tries in 22 regular season appearances. Mal Meninga, that is impressive. What did you love about watching David this year and the way that he played footy?
Well, he's an impressive finisher, so on the back of what I thought was a great performance by the Warriors all year on the back line, and never ceases to amaze me with his athleticism and the way he goes about his business. I know he's playing for Tonga at the end of the year, so hopefully he's unfit and injured and he doesn't get to play, so that'll be nice.
I don't like
Nice
your chances
Kangaroos.
somehow. I don't like your chances. All right, let's get back to the count and a reminder of where the votes stood up to the end of round 20. So Kalen Ponga still with a healthy lead, 4 points ahead of Tigers' Luke Brooks. Here's all the action from rounds 21 and 22.
In this top-of-the-table clash, the Rabbitohs' Damien Cook scores a try for the ages against a Storm hooker who lives in that same lofty space. JT faces Cooper Cronk for the last time and claims he spots Nathan Hindmarsh on the field.
Yeah, I saw it as a flop. As a flop?
Yeah.
That one, when you just dive on it. Respect the Hindmarsh.
Daly Cherry Evans slots a golden point winner for the Seagulls against the Sharks. And the Panthers roar home with 3 tries in 9 minutes, running down the Raiders. Sam Thaiday becomes the 33rd player to notch 300 appearances, and the Broncos and Cowboys deliver a game in the game's best modern rivalry. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck busts his way to 300 metres. The Warriors all but locking up a final spot. The Roosters rack up win 100 over their old rival South Sydney. Latrell Mitchell flawless off the boot. There is more. Leave it to the last minute from the Panthers. Nathan Cleary getting them home with a golden point field goal.
He's got it this time! Redemption!
A banged-up 2-time Dally M medalist bags a hat-trick. The Eels defying their ladder position to belt the Dragons. And Valentine Holmes leads the Sharks to an ambush win in Melbourne.
Valentine Holmes, another prolific try scorer this season. Mal, take us through the votes in rounds 21 and 22.
Okay, Jess, round 21. Luke Brooks, 3 points. Kalen Ponga, 1 vote. Damien Cook, 3 votes. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, 3 votes. Isaac Luke, 1 vote. And Jason Tamalolo, 3 votes. We go into round 22. Jason Tamalolo, 3 votes. But Jason loses the 3 votes for a guilty judiciary charge. Ooh. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, 3 votes. Luke Brooks, 3 votes. And Valentine Holmes, 3 votes.
Wow. So, after 22 rounds of this NRL season, here is the Dally M leaderboard. Luke Brooks, the new leader of the 2018 Dally M medal on 26 votes, ahead of Roger Tuivasa-Sheck and Caitlin Ponga on 25, with Jason Taumalolo in 4th after losing 3 points from that guilty judiciary charge. It is getting closer and closer. Now, we've seen so many stars, young stars in the mix of our count here tonight. Mal, do you feel like we're seeing a changing of the guard in season 2018?
Oh yeah, I think it's been an inconsistent year with the consistency. So I was thinking that all the old heads are still playing really good footy, and as deemed by Cameron winning the captain of the year and all the nominees in that area. But there's some young exciting players, and it's throughout our history over 100 odd years. When one great player retires, another one comes through. So it's exciting for our game. We've got some fantastic young players, both men and women, which is great for our game.
And it's been wonderful to celebrate that here tonight. This is getting close. It will go down to the wire tonight. There's no doubt about that. Now, as we continue, please welcome a true pioneer of Women's Rugby League, Tasha Gale.
Thanks, Jess. I'm honoured to stand here tonight to help usher in the next generation of genuine and truly exciting NRL talent. But more importantly, I'm honoured to be here to celebrate the hard-fought success of our women's competition. The very first Holden Women's Premiership. Wow, that's got a great ring to it. You see, it wasn't so long ago that I was tackling punters in our local pubs in exchange for them to buy raffle tickets so that we could afford our World Cup jerseys. But there are days that we would not change because they made us humble, and they also made us very determined. So many incredible people have worked tirelessly over so many years to get us here to where we are today. From coaches to administrators, to online passion projects like Mary Kay's Ladies Who League. To the journalists, and feel free, please keep writing about us as much as you want. We love it. And of course the players, the women. The strong women that have laid the foundation for our game today. Same game, our way. Seems like such a simple sentence, but for the women of league, it means so much. And to me personally, this is a big moment. You see, I'm a rugby league player from a rugby league family. And some of you will know that, yes, I've had my tough times, and I dearly wish that my brother, Scotty Gale, could be here tonight to witness this. But throughout those tough times, we always felt the strong heart of what is rugby league was always there. And that's what makes rugby league so special. Its inclusiveness and its ability to make a community. Rugby league is not just a game for men. It is a game for everyone. This Sunday, the Broncos and the Roosters, our first ever grand finalists, they will put on one hell of a show. And I'm excited. It is history in the making. And make no mistake, As those girls run out, they run out on the shoulders of giants, of hundreds of women that have gone before them. One of those legends is here with us tonight, and I'm so proud to call her my friend. To help me present the game's highest female honour, welcome former Australian, and they're making me say this, Queensland captain, the legend, Karen Murphy.
Thanks, Taj. It's great to be here and a part of Dally M night tonight. So, the nominees for the 2018 Dally M Female Player of the Year are...
Brittany Brayley, Brisbane Broncos.
Here is Brayley, straight through the centre. Football smarts and some genuine speed. What a terrific player, what a terrific season she is having.
Jessica Surgis, St George Illawarra Dragons.
Floats it to the outside. Surges was injured, steps out of the tackle, spins and gets it down. Oh, she's a star, Jessica Surgis. Defensively superb, now she's scoring tries as well.
Crystal Rota, New Zealand Warriors.
Same ground, same day, same jumper, and it's the same story here for the Warriors. Rota through, but this is absolutely no latitude defence supplied there by Crystal Rota.
Talina Simon, Sydney Roosters.
For the first half, hat-trick hero, Talina Simon. Not just a first half hat-trick, a hat-trick in 11 minutes.
And the winner of the 2018 Female Player of the Year is Brittany Brayley.
Extremely honoured to be standing here in front of you all to receive this huge award. Congratulations to the finalists, the nominees, Crystal, Talina, and... That's really embarrassing, I'm sorry. But yeah, congratulations to you all. Huge mention to the family and friends back home. Without your support, I wouldn't be standing here where I am today. Thank you to the Broncos for taking us on for the season. You've been a really supportive club and we couldn't have done it without your support. Special mention to the coaching staff back there, table 30, in the likes of Paulie Rock-Dyer, Fletcher, Sherlock Holmes, and the great Scotty Prince. I wouldn't be standing here without you, your support. And yeah, you've been great throughout the season, and yeah, really accept this award on behalf of all the girls back home as well, and can't wait to rip it in on the field on Sunday. Thank you.
A big congratulations to Brittany, well done, and of course she is the 2018 Dally M Female Player of the Year in a sharply contested field, and as Brittany said, she will be front and centre on Sunday. The Broncos and the Roosters, they meet in the very first ever NRLW Grand Final, a monumental occasion for rugby league, and as Tasha Gale said, same game our way. A big round of applause for everything that the women have accomplished this year. All right, the countdown to crowning the 2018 Dally M medalist continues right after the break, but a little earlier tonight we announced the award for Telstra's most streamed team, and it is of course the Newcastle Knights.
darkness of thought, or the deepest of sighs and the frankest of shadows are gone. We're pushing a stone up a mountainous way.
Thompson, he's in! Now to Bellin. Dusty kicks. Would have been there for the Dragons. What a try to the rugby!
There's the individual brilliance. You are scores.
He's going to kick Westfield. Kenny down!
What a piece of play from Milford.
Pass Johnson!
Not everything means something, honey.
That's been intercepted. Gio is away. Greg Inglis, the Rugby League Rolls Royce.
Everything is temporary.
This is incredible.
We'll be
Greg Inglis, one of the game's superstars.
Bush is a shot.
Look out, and O'Connor gets away. Here is the Fox. He runs away from Tuivasa-Sheck. He runs all the way.
The magician. Mesmerising, marvellous. Is it Roberts now? Running past everybody. Jimmy, the Jet, has liftoff in Brisbane.
He got it. Caesar kicked it.
Welcome back to the Overseas Passenger Terminal here in Sydney Harbour. It's wonderful to have Mal Meninga alongside me tonight for the Dally M count. And Mal, Luke Brooks leading the Dally M leaderboard after 22 rounds. What did you make of his season this year?
Oh, Jess, I'm really happy for Luke. You know, the weight of expectation over the last few years, you know, under the guidance of Ivan Cleary and a great team he's built over at the West Tigers, having to deal with obviously Robbie Farah and Mai Zimbai coming halfway through the season. I thought Luke's handled the 24 rounds really well, and hopefully he'll go on to bigger and better things next year.
Indeed, I imagine he's feeling a little bit nervous right now leading the count. It is definitely going to be a close one this year. Let's take a look at the action from round 23.
This big wild Bronco, Corey Oates, scores a hat-trick with sharpshooter Jermaine Asako slotting 7 goals. Brisbane belting South Sydney. Turbo Tom and brother Jake score 5 Trebojevic tries at Brookvale. But a Garth Brennan halftime spray inspires a 5-try second half from the Titans. Kalen Ponga shifts to the halves and leads the Knights over the Panthers in a fiery one. 4 players sin bin for fighting.
There's a brouhaha, and there are fists flying. You don't see this very often. It was almost Adam Blair, Glenn Stewart all over again. Ridiculous.
With a full house at Leichhardt, the under-pressure Dragons dent the Tigers' finals hopes. And across town in his final game in Sydney, JT has victory stolen away by a fired-up Andrew Fafita. And it's a happy 22nd birthday for Lachlan Lewis.
Hopewadi has the birthday boy if he wants to use it. Lachlan Lewis, 22 today.
A try and a winning field goal to beat the finals-bound Warriors.
All right, Mal, tell us which votes went where in round 23.
Okay, Jess, folks, round 23. Ash Taylor, 2 votes. Cameron Munster, 3 votes. Mitchell Pearce, 3 votes. Carlin Ponga, 2 votes. Valentine Holmes, 1 vote. And to round it off, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, 1 vote.
It is close. It is very, very close. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Kaylin Ponga snatching the lead back in round 23, just 1 point ahead of Roger Tuivasa-Sheck and Luke Brooks with 2 rounds to go. It is a race in 3 for the NRL's highest honour. Perhaps round 24 will shed some light on who will take home the 2018 Dally M medal.
In his final home game, Jonathan Thurston leads the Cowboys to a 7 tries to 1 thumping of the Eels. The Raiders back up their win over the Roosters with a victory over the Rabbitohs, who at least have their skipper Greg Inglis back for the finals. David Fusatua's hat-trick sees him return to the top of the try scorers.
And slammed down by a hat-trick hero, David Fusatua.
Roger Tuivasa-Sheck leading the Warriors to a big win. The Broncos travel south to get the points over an out-of-sorts Roosters.
Cody Nicarima is presented with a try.
No side is more out of sorts in round 24 than the Dragons. Bulldogs' young gun Remus Smith bagging the best hat-trick of the season.
That is quite sensational.
38-0, if you don't mind.
What a try.
Valentine Holmes crosses for try number 20, a Cronulla club record, as they farewell Luke Lewis at Shark Park against a Knights side minus Kaylin Ponga, who will not feature again in 2018.
So the plot thickens. Kaylin Ponga gone for the rest of the 2018 season. Mel, the votes.
Okay, round 24. Cameron Munster, 1 vote. And Valentine Holmes, 3 votes.
Wow, what an incredible finish to the 2018 Dally M medal we have. As we heard in the package, Kaylin Ponga does not play in round 25. He leads by 1 vote from Roger Tuivasa-Sheck and Luke Brooks, who were both on 26 points in a tie for second. Yvonne, it has come down to the final round.
Wow, an amazing finish to the Dally M count for 2018. Can Kaylin Ponga hang on from the stands in the last round? We'll return to Jess and Mal very shortly. But for now, to present the Dally M positional team of the year, please welcome back to the stage NRL CEO Todd Greenberg. Okay, Todd, take us through the 2018 positional awards.
Well, the Interchange Player of the Year for 2018 goes to, from the Warriors, Jazz Tafunga.
Jazz Tafunga, there are a few more versatile players in the National Rugby League. Tafunga made 20 appearances this season, 19 from the bench, with his ability to relieve the big forwards and slot in at hooker when required. Jazz Tafunga is a no-nonsense hard worker with the ability to create, earning him a spot in the 2018 Dally M Team of the Year. Jazz, make your way up. What are you hiding for?
Okay, the 2018 Dally M Lock of the Year goes to, from the Cowboys, Jason Tomalolo.
Now, Jason isn't present tonight. He is overseas, but a very happy Cowboys table will celebrate another brilliant season from their wrecking ball in the middle. Todd?
So, the second rower of the year for 2018 is from the Bulldogs, Josh Jackson.
This is Josh Jackson's second Dally M Team of the Year award after picking up the honour in 2015, and the Bulldogs skipper had another strong season with the club, one of the game's top one-on-one defenders and a tireless worker.
Okay, the prop of the year for 2018 goes to, from the Sharks, Andrew Fafita.
There is no more damaging attacking prop in the game. Andrew Fafita has that perfect blend of size and skill. He finished the season #1 in the competition for offloads, second for total runs, and top 10 in tackle busts and run meters. Tonight's award follows his honour in the 2013 Dally M Team of the Year.
So the hooker of the year for 2018 goes to, from the Rabbitohs, congratulations, Damien Cook.
Well, it's a breakout year for Damien Cook. The former beach sprinter experienced his first full season as a starting hooker. He's an electric dummy half, and it earned him a New South Wales Origin debut and was instrumental in that Blues series win. Cook ran the ball more than any other number 9 in the competition, and only 2 players made more tackles than Damien.
Okay, the halfback of the year for 2018. Congratulations from the Tigers, Luke Brooks.
Big congratulations to the 2014 Dally M Rookie of the Year. In a stellar season, Luke Brooks passed 100 NRL games for the West Tigers and played a dominant role in the team's halves. Brooks joins Greg Alexander and Daly Cherry Evans as the only former Rookie of the Year who has gone on to win Halfback of the Year honour.
And the 5'8" of the year in 2018 goes to, from the Storm, Cameron Munster.
Skill, speed, power and versatility are trademarks of Cameron Munster, who has had another season of success with the reigning premiers. Munster finished with 18 try assists and cemented his position in the Queensland Origin side. It followed a maiden premiership and test cap in the last year World Cup.
Okay, the Centre of the Year for 2018 is awarded to, from the Raiders, Joseph Leilua.
Joseph Leilua isn't with us tonight, but has had another brilliant season. Top 10 in the competition for offloads and tries. One half, of course, of the dynamic duo Leipana, a true entertainer.
And the Winger of the Year goes to, congratulations from the Roosters, Blake Ferguson.
Now in 2018, Blake Ferguson ran the ball more times than any other player and finished number 1 for metres made. Ferguson scored 18 tries and had 24 line breaks. We wish him well as he prepares for Sunday's grand final. Ladies and gentlemen, please continue a big round of applause for the incredible group assembled on stage. All right, well, here we are. We have all the positions covered other than fullback. So to prepare for that announcement and the presentation of the 2018 Dally M medalist, please welcome to the stage the Honourable Prime Minister Scott Morrison and 4-time Dally M medalist Jonathan Thurston. Okay, let's head back to the count stage to Jess Yates and Mal Meninga to take us through the votes in round 25.
Thanks, Yvonne. A reminder of our round 24 leaderboard. Kaylin Ponga on 27 votes, 1 vote ahead of Roger Tuivasa-Sheck and the Dally M Halfback of the Year, Luke Brooks. Remembering that Kaylin Ponga did not play in round 25. Okay, Mal, take us through the votes for players in the top 10 for round 25.
Thanks, Jess. Round 25. Mitchell Pearce, 3 votes. Valentine Holmes, 3 votes. And 3 votes, and your 2018 Dally M fullback and Dally M medalist of the year, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck.
Wow, this is crazy. I remember the first time I sort of came to these awards in 2013, and Cooper Cronk won the Dally M award, and I remember sitting there just thinking, man, it would be a dream. It would be a dream to win this award, and not knowing that day was even real or that day would ever come. So, yeah, just feeling truly blessed right now to be up here holding this this trophy and wearing this medal. So many people I'd like to thank. My family, mum and dad. You guys have been awesome. Constant love and support. Always keep me in your prayers, keep me grounded, which is what's most important. I want to thank my club, my team. Bro, Jazz, bro. Oh, man. Bro, I want to thank my club, Cam and everyone upstairs. You know, always coming into the office, you guys are always having a smile on your face. Even though we weren't doing so well, you guys always lifted our spirits. And to the coaching staff, Mooks and all your crew there, being awesome. And to the team, to the players, man, you guys pushing me every day and turning up. And, you know, even though we weren't going so well, you guys were there and you're buzzing. And that's what I loved about this year, just the buzz that we had at the club. And finally, I just want to, say a big thanks to my partner, Ashley. She couldn't be here tonight, but this one's for you, babe. All the hard work you do behind doors and, you know, all the hard work you put in so that I can go away and train and all that stuff. And now we've got a little bubba here. And, yeah, I just can't believe it. And I want to thank everyone and wish all the boys and the girls this weekend go out there and kill it and excited for it. Thank you, guys.
Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, your 2018 Dalian medalist and fullback of the year, the Warriors captain. He tops off a remarkable season after taking his side back to the NRL Grand Finals. Tuivasa-Sheck had 10 try assists and was in the top 10 run meters and tackle busts. So Roger adds tonight's award to his 2015 fullback of the year and 2013 winger of the year honours. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Roger Tuivasa-Sheck and all of these wonderful players who have been voted best in their positions. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what respect in rugby league looks like. That concludes our coverage of the 2018 Dalian medal. Congratulations to all of our winners and thank you so much for tuning in. Good night.